Pahay na kita dyan. Maligo na.
Kaya pala, sabi ko, bakit
Ibang oras nila dito, no?
ibang oras pala dito eh.
Sangat pa sila, dalawa.
Late sila.
Kaya, oo, late. Kaya pala hindi.
Isa kaya palang bangag ang mga to.
Hindi naman kami
Eh,
sabi.
alas 4 eh.
Hindi nga kami nakatulog eh.
Ko.
Kaya kinikinig
Hindi.
namin kayo.
Ikaw nga mama, nasa rest, nasa ano ka eh. Kaya play
Ano
tulog.
ngayon?
Kasi
Bakit?
kita.
Off na yun.
Off ka?
Lamig-lamig. Ang hindi na kailangan na.
Okay. Ilalow ko na lang. Fan. Ayun lang talaga eh. Warm.
Warm na lang.
Yan. Nerve ko na.
Ano kailangan?
Ayan, sige. Warm ko. Yung para ba naglulog? Para ba nasa sauna kayo? Sa
Anong
lamig.
oras na sa inyo ngayon?
Dito sa kabilang kwarto,
Ay,
alas 5.
Oo, tama. Madilim pa doon, Ronnie, sabi ko. Ang dilim-dilim.
Anong oras yung mo kami ginising? Ang aga, wala pa
Kaya nga.
Wala pa alas 4 yung kami
Alas
ginising.
4, 2, alas
Alas
4:20 ako nagising.
nagkwentuhan pa. Mamaya tulog na tapos alas 6 nagigising. Ako man sira. Ay, hindi ko nalaya.
Tapos nag-biis ako alas 5, 5:50.
Mga adik naman kayo, mga aga-agi.
Ano, sabi nyo?
Tapos yung katok pa ng isa, kala mo nasusunugan.
Ako niya kumatok yan.
Didiscuss na nga kami dalawa. Buti nga yan sa kanila para makapahinga na.
Amo sila na mapahinga nga ako pagod ang mga eh sayang yung binayad nila. Eh baya mo sila naman ang naghanap buhay nila.
Sabi ko, bakit 240 dito sa Facebook sa akin? Bakit eh, ang reloke eh, alas 4.
Hindi pa rin kayo tapos mag-ayos. Wow! Balat ah, mga...
Balot ka naman mamaya na. Oh, Yati na flat na tuloy ang buhok.
Hindi, okay lang sa buhok nyo, wag na yung sa kamay.
Oh, okay.
Wala lang, init pa sa... Mainit kaya sa hotel. Pero sa pupunta natin malamig.
Tara na. Lamig-lamig ng kamay ko.
Uy, susi.
Ito yung nahanap.
Ikaw may susi. Nasa iyo lang ang susi.
Tampo ko na nga.
Oh, come on.
Birthday kayo kasi nagantay ng 5 oras.
Ay, dapat yun naghintay ng 5 oras. Mas mabilis mo umalis kasi naka-ready na 5 hours bago.
Wala kay...
Kaya nga, hanapin pa yung lugar.
Bumabalik ka, ganyan mura ako.
Hindi susi ka, alangan.
Tara na.
Oh, kaway muna kayo sa fans ulit. Morning.
Fans, good morning.
Ah, ikaw ma. Good morning.
Morning.
Okay. Pahinga muna kayo dyan ha. Bibili lang kami Starbucks. Gusto yung Starbucks? Hindi na. Mapaihi lang kayo. Okay.
Papunta ka dun.
Doon tayo punta. Tignan muna natin. Dito yung... Diyan ang pick-up area.
Hindi ko alam kung pwede na tumawid na lang doon.
Oo.
Para bukas.
Yep. Yan, lakad tayo rito na. Oh, ang ganda. Gusto ko lang ginawa natin ano.
Malapit ko sa division.
Dito tayo mami. Right turn daw. Mama, wag ka lang lasing. Together? Friday last day.
Malamig siya.
Ano?
Tawagin mo na sila.
Hindi pa mo alam ang bus pa eh.
May number eh. Nasaan yung pinakita ko sa'yo?
Although kasi mahal maaga pa, tinanong ko doon mahal. Tinanong ko doon sa babae, maaga para sa 6:30 ang ano natin. Sabi ko 6:30. Okay. Kanan. Oh, nakita ko nga yun.
Elevator. Ayun, elevator. Escalator, elevator.
Mister. Akala ko wala nang mister.
Ayun, Starbucks. Dito pala ang mister. Ayan.
Cirque du Soleil. Will be dark. Oo. Will return July. Ano? Okay. Oo. May Starbucks ako. Okay. Hot chocolate caramel macchiato ako.
Hawakan nyo lang para
Ano kalagay? Grand Canyon.
may number yun, man. Tingnan mo muna kung ano number.
Ba't limang number? Patingin nga ulit yung number sa...
5605.
Apat lang?
Oo.
Saka maraming upuan doon eh. Kung doon kaya tayo umupo. Doon tayo umupo, tapos pagka nakita natin, saka tayo mag-ano.
Tingnan mo muna kasi yun.
Oo nga. West.
5605.
Ano daw?
Ano daw, pipicture mo sa kanya, nakatakip na siya.
6:30 na po mga kaibigan.
Inumaga na po kami dito.
Umaga na. Ano pong masasabi ng mga walang ba? Isang malakatang. Ka naka-hijab dyan.
Wala na akong mukhang ipakita.
Homeless.
Mahal, gawin mo ng paraan. Tawagan mo kung may number mo ngayon.
Walang bahay.
Yung pala. When I walk in, Bell,
Bata, ganito ka na kaya.
Mexico?
Not yet,
Everywhere.
no.
It's really great beaches.
There's still so much to explore. The north, the west, the
world.
south of U.S.
5605.
Ito na ba?
Check so.
morning, everybody.
Morning.
Morning. So, I'm gonna go ahead and start off. Just gonna read some names here. Reader. Reader. R-E-E-D-E-R. Nope. All right, no reader yet. It's a naughty. All right, we got two. Fantastic. All right, and it's a naughty. Let's see here. I have one ham, one veggie. Is that correct? Fantastic, you guys.
I like that you start with food first.
Hey, man, we got to.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So let you know, as soon as you hop on board, there are snacks immediately to your left and bottles of water. Grab one of each and find yourself actually on the left side. There's actually 2 seats open that you guys should be able to grab.
May banyo dyan eh.
Not a problem. Go right ahead and you can use your
Mamaya.
All right, so let's see here. Next, Lisa May Ramos. All right, Ms. Ramos, got 4 of you guys, correct? All right. And I have all 4 ham sandwiches. Is that correct? Okay, cool. Okay, all right. As soon as you hop on board, there's going to be snacks to your left. Grab one of each snack and also 1 bottle of water for yourself. All right, and then you're going to be seated to the right. Okay? Not a problem. All right, so Jose Gave.
That's me.
All right, Mr. Gave, how you doing this morning? You are by yourself, correct?
Yep.
All right. Mr. Gave, just go ahead and confirm my All right, cool. So,
Mahal, kunin mo na yung mga ano natin.
we'll get back to the second one.
All right, awesome. Thank you, my friend.
Isa-isang
Mahal, ikaw na kumuha
klase.
sa lahat.
Wala ng tubig.
Yeah.
Sige na.
Kuha ka na yun. Kuha ka na raw sa iyo.
Isa?
Isa-isa.
O hindi mo na pwedeng dalawa?
Mahal, pabilis lang po.
Isa-isa.
Maraming tao sa ano.
Sinong gusto sa'yo?
Tayo mahal, saan tayo? Just sa good. Okay.
Meron ka kinuha?
Wala akong kinuha.
Sabihin mo, may kinuha kang tubig.
Sabi ko, ikaw na munang kumuha kasi. Ano nang...
Sabihin mo, walang... Meron walang tubig.
Hoover Dam. You're gonna get about 15 minutes or so to take some pictures. It's gonna be really cool. Give you some cool facts along the way, and then I'm gonna play a video. Probably put you to sleep for a little bit. I'm gonna check your purses and wallets and things like that while you're asleep. You don't see me laughing, do you? I'm just joking. Oh, yes, there you go. See, I still don't get it myself, but but along the way, you guys, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Para la señora atrás, si acaso tiene alguna duda, pregunta o algo así, por favor me dejan saber. Vamos a parar en la presa de Hoover Dam primero y entonces, claro, vamos hacia el Gran Cañón, ¿ok? All right, you guys, so just bear with us. We do appreciate your patience. We're going to keep you warm. If it gets a little too warm, please let me know, because toward the back, it definitely does get a little warmer faster. We do have a bathroom. All I can say is be mindful of the fact that there are other people who are going to smell whatever you do back there. Huh? Do you have poopery is what you're asking me? Yeah, I have. Oh, me too. I have Febreze just in case it doesn't cover it all. All right. But yeah, you guys, we're going to have a lot of fun today. And the best part about it is, even though it's going to be crazy cold, it's supposed to be a picture-perfect day. Sun all the way. All right? A lot of great pictures I'm going to let you guys know about and all that good stuff. So yeah, just bear with me. Oh, by the way, my name is Jay. My real name is Javier, but people butcher it. So Jay it is. All right? Cool.
Dito po kami, biyahe. Silip ko lang, mahal na ko lang po para makita ko si mami palabas. Ito ang dalawa lang lagi nalalayan natin. Okay naman.
You guys, we'll go ahead and let you know once we actually make our way back to the city of Las Vegas. I'm actually going to give you guys all the cool details about the hotels and all the crazy little facts, all the cool places you want to go check out, eat where celebrities usually eat, where famous movies were filmed in, et cetera, et cetera. So you guys get a cool little experience while you're here in Vegas. And I will also tell you where you can go ahead and gamble so you can win a bunch of money and give me some. Yes. No, but also still, at the end of the day, I will let you know how to save money, where to go to save money, and all that good stuff, because I want to make sure you guys have a great time while you're here. So far, for everybody who's on the bus, is this your first time in Vegas? Raise your hands. Oh, wow. Look at that. We got a bunch of newbies. Your life will never be the same. I'm just going to tell you that right now. You may leave here with about that depends on you, to be honest with you. Depends on what you do for fun, you know what I'm saying? But definitely, you guys, we're going to have a great time today. I'm going to make sure it's about as informative as I possibly can make it. Any questions right off the back right now that I can answer? Yes, ma'am. Okay, so the truth is that it's actually easier to say that we're going to go ahead and have a great time without worrying about time. No. Okay, yeah, no, we'll be back by 12:50, but for sure. I need some sleep too. All right, I can't work 24 hours. I don't get paid anything. No, it's all good. So you guys, we should be back in Vegas by about, this is being honest, about 9:30 is the earliest estimate that I can give you, but it all depends on the fact of traffic, and as long as weather doesn't get bad on the way back, because that could create some slow conditions as well. So just giving you that heads up. And also, you guys, while I have most of you on the bus now, remember, you guys are here to have fun, but also other people are here to have fun. So be respectful of their time, and they'll be respectful of yours. We do not want to be running wicked late for anything. All right? Cool. Thank you. City. The reason why it's known as Naked City is because all the original Las Vegas showgirls basically were all living in all of these apartments and everything back here. Sadly, it has not. It's gone a little bit downhill, if you know what I'm saying, but essentially that's why it's called Naked City. All right, that's what this whole neighborhood was all about. Yes. Oh yes. All right, and also in case you guys come back for a festival here in Vegas at the festival grounds, that parking lot back there is where all the artists actually meet up at and get driven over to the festival grounds. So if you guys come for any of the major festivals, probably toward, it is actually the new year. Yeah, that's where they all get picked up at, and you can harass them there. City itself, which has some really cool history. It is the actual only housing entire town, I should say, that was created by the government for the workers of the Hoover Dam. There are some, some heartbreaking facts we are going to go over, but I want you guys to understand that's sadly a part of the whole industry complex when it comes to something as big as the Hoover Dam. Now, in the city of Las Vegas, you guys, you find yourself in what is actually Paradise City. You are not in Las Vegas. Most people think that once you get to the Strip, you are in Las Vegas. That is incorrect. The actual proper Vegas is in downtown Las Vegas. All right, all of that old school Fremont area, that is Vegas proper. A total of 2.2 million people live in the city, but overall, only 600,000 live in Vegas proper. So basically, when you guys get to Vegas, you are actually in Paradise City. So you get to go ahead and use the song and all that stuff if you like Guns N' Roses. If not, find yourself another song, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, you guys, we're going to be passing the new Allegiant Stadium. It's going to be on the right-hand side. It is going to be where the future home of the Raiders is going to be. Just another losing franchise. Sorry about that. I'm a Buccaneer fan, so at the end of the day, I get to brag. All right, but here's the deal. Allegiant Stadium, ladies and gentlemen, was supposed to be about $1.4 billion total. It is now almost $2 billion in total to create this stadium. All right, 65,000 person capacity. Sad part is only 5,000 parking spaces. Yes, that's going to be a headache for everyone here. So I will let you know if you happen to come back during the NFL season starting next season. Plan accordingly, because these streets are going to be madness. We're trying to get people to the stadium because there's going to be a lot of shuttle runs to the hotels and from the hotels to the stadium. All right. Now you can see to your right here, this is Palace Station, one of the many station casinos and hotels here in Vegas. It's all one big family. All right. Essentially, these type of hotels, you guys, just so you understand, they are off the Strip. There's not really one on the Strip. But the point of the hotel is actually you get to save some money for room costs and stuff like that, especially the resort fees nowadays, which are so lovely. But essentially, you get what you pay for, but I will say that their restaurants, their buffets are actually pretty good. All right, so don't go ahead and discount them if you decide to come back this way. All right. And we're already hitting traffic, ladies and gentlemen, so it's a good start. As you can see, you guys, we are literally surrounded by mountains. We are in a valley, all right? Now, what that means for us here in the city of Vegas is just that anytime it rains, it's almost an instant flood, all right? Because really, there's nothing to kind of stop the rain coming down the mountainside. It's just straight down and into the valley. If you guys have been to the Link Hotel, anybody been to the Link? All right. So essentially, that hotel has a huge pool when it rains, and it's not because they built it that way. It's just because that's all the water flooding right in, and it stinks. So if you see it rain, don't go to the Link. That's just the only advice I can give you right now. All right. All right. Now I'm going to give you guys some more details in just a second. I don't want to give too much away. We're going to be passing some really cool little museums and stuff like that. If you are a Mustang fan, we're going to be passing the Ford Shelby Museum, which I could totally say go check it out if you love fast cars. This is where the Shelby cars pretty much not get designed, but pretty much if you want yours specifically made to your taste, that you're paying for almost $100,000 on these new Shelbys, you can go ahead and come to the factory and see them do it here, because all the post-production of it actually happens there for custom models. Now on the right hand side, again, it's going to be in a little bit, but I will let you know where it is. Have you guys seen the show Tanked?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so Tanked is the show on I think it's TLC, that basically shows two gentlemen that came from New York, that they make these awesome huge fish tanks for all these different hotels all around the United States. You may actually have seen some of them in some of the airports as well. So I'm going to go ahead and let you know when that shows up here. It's Area 15 right here, you guys. It is supposed to be a play on Area 51, but really what it's going to be is just a big complex for a little bit of shopping, but mainly events, parties, different cool little things that are going to be happening once it opens up. Are already being in play. As a matter of fact, Las Vegas is one of those cities that you will find all the cool, latest and greatest transportation technologies, including the fact that you could get in a self-driving car right here in Vegas. All right, you could actually use it with Lyft. It's called Aptiv. They pick you up in an awesome BMW that basically drives itself from point A to point B, braking, gassing, turning, turn signals, all that cool stuff. Definitely recommend you try it out if you get a chance. All right. Life is easier, okay? Don't be offended. Like I said, I'm horrible with names. My fiance, I didn't even know her name for a good while. Okay, but she's my fiance, so that means I remembered in some important moments. You know what I'm saying? No video that will do the view justice. All right, put away the phones every once in a while. Take it in. It is absolutely stunning. Same thing goes for the Hoover Dam, you guys. This is a feat that, to be honest with you, back in the 30s, you wouldn't think it would have been possible, especially nowadays. When you think of all the technology advancements we've had, technological advancements we've had, you're probably going to be stunned to see how they made this beautiful dam. Now, when we get to Hoover Dam, you guys, there is going to be a security checkpoint that we do have to stop at. This is actually, sadly, because of the events of 9/11, they are having to check all the buses and everything like that, all the vehicles coming in, make sure that everybody's safe. They're going to be opening up all of these doors right here, including the sides of the bus, just to make sure they're not going to go ahead and harass anybody. They're really nice guys. It's just a quick check and they're out. All right. And once we get to the dam area, we're, on the right-hand side, you're going to be able to take some pictures of what is the Colorado River and then the actual dam. And like I said, we're going to stop and actually let you take a couple of cool pictures. I'll be more than happy to take pictures for you guys. One thing about the Hoover Dam that most people don't know is that they we usually get the same question. It's like, did people die making the Hoover Dam? Officially on record, the U.S. government recognizes a total of 112 deaths, when it's closer to 300. All right. Sadly, what it was is that back then, if you actually were to have died on the dam site, is how you and your family got benefits. If you were to have died in the hospital from all the stuff you inhaled and everything, your family was denied benefits. All right, so a lot of people sacrificed their life to make this particular dam, and I will tell you guys, it was created to go ahead and control the flooding that was causing just havoc all in this area between Nevada, Arizona, and of course what is California a little bit. But that being said, you guys, it is now Hoover Dam now is providing electricity to the amount of 4.1 billion electric hours for the whole year, every year. All right. Now, the one crazy thing is that most people think Hoover Dam powers Las Vegas. It doesn't. Las Vegas gets its power from Davis Dam. All right. So these are just some small facts I'm hitting you with now before we get out there, so you guys can have that in mind. All right. So we have some more casinos here to your left, you guys. You see the Fiesta Casino. All right. Like I said, a little inexpensive. You actually have better chances to win in some of their casinos if you feel like gambling, just because they want to go ahead and make sure that they keep people coming back. All right. Construction crews out there working their mining equipment. Now, it's not as I should say it's not as in use as it used to be. It's not being used as much, but essentially, you guys, they were mining for silt, they were mining for minerals, all this crazy stuff. Now, as I said, all these houses, you guys, are fairly inexpensive, but now they're pretty expensive just because they are, you know, Las Vegas is close, but not too close. All right. See if you were drunk, so you won't go to Vegas. But essentially, also, you guys, this is where a lot of the railroad equipment did stop through, as well as bring people to the city of Boulder. All right, to go ahead and work. All right. Now, if you guys remember, I was saying there was flooding. If you can see over there, you can see the big old pool all the way out there, right next to the solar panels. You might see it again here in just a second. All right. That's how fast it can flood out here, you guys. All right. Actually, the gentleman who did a lot of the special effects and stuff like that for those movies, you could go check that out if you ever come back through Boulder City. All right. But yeah, you guys, you can see definitely it's got the small town vibe completely, you know, and it's actually got some just really cool little unique shops along the way. If you ever come back through here, like I said, definitely come and check out all these really cool little shops. All right. So, you guys coming up right in front of the bus now, you're going to be seeing it once we make this left turn here. There's like an angel style, statue right on top of this pillar right in the middle. All right. I want you to remember that because you're going to be seeing like a 50-foot version of it when we get to Hoover Dam. All right. It's actually very special sculptures. It's pretty much something that they only have here in the town of Boulder and Hoover Dam. Nowhere else will you find them. Hoover Dam itself was known to the locals as Boulder City Dam, but it was officially renamed to Hoover Dam, not by the President Hoover, but actually President Roosevelt. It has enough water in it to cover the entire city, or excuse me, state of Connecticut, under 10 feet of water. You guys see to your left also, this is St. Jude's Ranch. This is actually a pretty cool little area. This is St. Jude's does a lot of work with kids who have life-threatening diseases. They bring them out to the ranch with their families to have a wonderful time. So keep that in mind when you go by St. Jude's, what they do. It's actually good stuff. Well, yeah, you guys, so biggest man-made lake in the United States, Lake Mead. I want you guys to pay attention really to the water line. You can see how much it has gone down. Technically, the Mojave is going through a drought now. It does rain here and there, but not enough for it to be considered just normal rain for this area. All right. The water line has gone down because obviously the water from the Colorado River feeds all the water going into Lake Mead, and the snowfall is essentially what makes that actually possible for that water to exist. So as climate's changed, so has the amount of water. All right. Now, you guys will notice that there is no lakefront properties. All right, that is one thing that Boulder City has not allowed. They will not allow anybody to live on the lakefront. You actually, the best thing you could do is possibly rent a houseboat. But you can see most of the houses are way away from the lake. right, you guys. You guys see right here at the very end of the mountain, there's a big old house right there. That house has been on TLC for the Pirates, for what's called Pirates Cove. A very wealthy gentleman built this awesome, huge pirate-themed pool for his kids. Actually, multi-millions of dollars went into it, but he actually bought things from the Treasure Island Hotel to keep the whole pirate theme going for them. But it is actually a really cool thing if you look up that video on YouTube. Remember, Pirates Cove, Boulder City, Nevada. It gets dry. There are little towns that were inside of what is now Lake Mead, but obviously once the lake started filling up, the towns went under. Clearly there was nobody left in there, hopefully. But yeah, you guys, take a look at that water line. It is defined, and when you get to the Hoover Dam, you're going to see what I'm talking about, how much that water level has dropped. But that's what that white line is, you guys. That's how high the water was at one point. Now, as we make our way through this area and into the Hoover Dam area, you're going to see the rocks and the canyons and the walls and everything be much redder than what you would expect. That's because of the iron inside of the actual rock. All right, any type of moisture that happens will bring out that type of rust-colored look on the rocks. All right.
Umikot na tayo kasi where is it?
There's always one. Don't worry about it. There's always one. All right. Yep, you guys. Don't worry. We're gonna get some better views, and we are gonna go ahead and take some cool pictures and everything like that. Now, coming up right ahead in front of us, you guys, is that Pat Tillman Memorial Bridge. Pat Tillman was a gentleman who was an NFL player for the Arizona Cardinals. The moment 9/11 happened, he went ahead and foregoed his millions and millions of dollar contract in the NFL to go serve and protect our country. Sadly, was gunned down by our own soldiers in friendly fire incident. All right. Yep. Sadly, the sacrifice is coming. And that really is a bummer when it's your own people taking you out. You know? All right, you guys, coming up on the right-hand side is going to be the Colorado River. I want you guys to take a look at it, get a good view of it, because when we get to the canyon, I'm going to give you some perspective from a mile-high difference, okay? So if you guys on the right, you're going to have a great view. Those on the left, you guys want to sneak over a little bit to the left, or excuse me, to the right to take that picture, you're more than welcome to, okay?
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Colorado River. Now, the Colorado River got its name from Colon Rojo. All right, it was actually a priest that actually named the river. All right, it's actually from all the silt and everything coming off the rocks, you guys. All right, now we're going to be crossing this bridge here on our way to the Grand Canyon.
Ito ba yung sinakyan
Thank you so
natin
much,
tren?
Hindi.
All
Sino
right.
ba nasa Colorado?
Now, I want you guys to notice these big electrical towers right here. They are leaning away against, from the rocks. That's because with all the iron inside the actual rock, the actual electricity can arc off of it and create these huge electric arches if it were too close to the rocks. That's why they angle them away from the rocks so they would not have to worry about replacing all of the electric equipment that would get fried because of it. All right. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, Hoover Dam is on your right. We are going to be stopping for some great pictures. 726 feet tall, over 2 football fields, American football fields thick at the bottom. At the top, only 48 feet thick. It's over 1,200 feet long from left to right. If you see right here on this left, this is the visitor center, but you also see this statue of a gentleman pretty much just hanging on the side of the rock. This gentleman's job was to carry a 40-pound actual drill, all right? Drill into the side of the rock, put and light dynamite, and then swing away with enough time to go ahead and not be in the path of the explosion once it blew up. And then swing right back and keep doing it over and over and over again. All right. All right, you guys. So the visitor center's here on the right. They actually have a lot of cool little walkthroughs and stuff like that. It's actually fairly inexpensive if you want to just do the walkthrough, the museum portion. But you can take a dam tour. Yeah, I know.
A dam tour.
All right, that'll actually take you inside the dam. Now, what's crazy is that when you're in there, you actually feel the vibration from the water hitting the wall of the actual dam. It's kind of intense. You guys see those angel figures right there? We're gonna see, it's on the left-hand side. Don't worry, we're gonna come right back by here in just a moment. I want you guys to remember that spot right there. It's actually a very special spot. I'm gonna explain why in just a little bit. All right, so now you guys, we are in Nevada. Right now, we are still in Nevada. As you can see, Nevada time right now is just before 8:15. All right, once we cross the middle of the bridge, we are in Arizona. We go an hour ahead. Congratulations, you guys. You are time travelers. All right. So here we are right in the middle. The front of the bus is now in Arizona. The back of the bus is now in Nevada. All right. And as you can see, you guys, there's the Arizona time clock right there on this water tower. All right, it's on your left-hand side. Now, if you guys were to stand at the actual right side of the dam, you actually pour out a bottle of water. It will not go out. It will shoot straight up. That's how much the wind force is coming right up the dam wall. No. I wish we could, you guys, but we're going to be stopping up there so you guys can take some great pictures, okay? YouTube, yes. Oh, but you don't have Wi-Fi. Oh, so sad. So sad. All right. You guys, I want you to go ahead and pay attention. Those of you on the left-hand side, get prepared to go over to the right. Those of you on the right, you're going to be seeing what is a giant concrete tube. That is actually one of the spillways coming up. You can fit 3 buses side by side down that hole. Check it out, you guys. If you're on the right-hand side,
Wow.
it goes all the way down, yeah? Yeah. That's where the excess water would fill out. Over here on the left-hand side, you'll see where the water would spill in first, and then it would go down that hole, all the way down to the Colorado River at the bottom, where you guys, where you stop to take those pictures.
So nasa Colorado na. River lang.
Kind of crazy, huh? Now, you guys, the construction of the dam was from 1931 to 36. It was the only U.S. government project to finish ahead of time and under budget. All right, 3 shifts were working non-stop, you guys, to make this possible. All right. Again, I want you guys to remember that little stat I told you about the fact of how many people actually died making this, and then how many people were denied their benefits. All right. It saved countless of lives when it was built, but at the end of the day, there was sacrifices. For a dam, you wouldn't think there would be that many, but there were. Yeah, you're going to see much more when you get off the bus here in just a second. Now, the water depth should be about at max 500 feet from the top of the dam all the way down to the bottom to where the actual lake side is. All right, so essentially this side.
Dito.
All right, on the left, I should say. But we're gonna be stopping here just around the bend. Take some great pictures. Guys, bundle up. It's gonna be warm. You can leave your things on the bus. This is gonna be a 15-minute stop, you guys. All right. I need you guys' attention. Thumbs up if you understand 15 minutes.
15.
Cool. All right. Take as many pictures as we can in that time frame. I'm also going to let you know about some little building up here. You may not see it just yet until you get off. It's going to have some interesting facts about that as well. Again, be on the lookout for wildlife. There is some out here. All right.
Kaya nga.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got 15 minutes. Let's do this.
Pag-bundle up mo sila mama. 15 minutes, okay? Paunay mo muna sila at matutulak ka.
After 9/11, they actually had people up there that actually are watching out for the tower. For a while there, they were just snipers.
Maldo ka na sa pinakadulo para hindi ka namatay. Dito, sumunod kayo sa akin. Oh, ito sila sa kukuha ng solar eh. Oh, may. Dito kayo sa pinakadulo. Para masyado. Dito kayo, para walang abala. Walang abala. Kaya kami, kukunan kayo. Kukunan tayo. May apat, may dalawa, may kayong dalawa. Okay. Lagyan mo ng 10 seconds. Okay, tingin kayo sa akin. Tingin kayo, 10 seconds, okay? Mama, nanti. Puno mo silang solo-solo na. Sila muna, puno mo solo-solo.
Dito ka na eh.
Sumama muna. Sige, sumama. Yan.
Dito muna na eh. Taka.
Ganda.
1, 2, 3. Taka.
Teka lang, hindi tayo nagkabata din.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, sumama next.
Isa pa. 1,
Isa pa ka. Hindi pala marami.
okay.
Okay, nice. Teka, kami dalawa muna kaya, ma'am. Siyempre, yung proud yung
Okay.
Sabihan mo na. Okay, sabihan mo. Okay.
Na ikaw.
Dito kami. Dito ka kami. Dito ka. Okay. Mahal kayong dalawa. Taas. Okay. Ikot tayo.
Ayun na, tara na.
Ikot tayo. Ikot. Nevada, Hoover.
I should say how much the water has gone down. All right. My fiance grew up in this area. She said that she saw that water line almost to the top of where it is now, where the water was. All right. She's literally 37 years old, you guys. She said she saw her. She was about 10. So look how much it's gone down in that time. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, once we cross the dam, those two angelic statues that I was telling you about, they're going to be on your right-hand side. What they are, you guys, is actually just underneath those statues is a celestial calendar. The calendar was created to go ahead and show our friends from outer space when the dam was completed with the celestial alignment, how the stars were aligned and how the planets were aligned the day the dam was completed. I think it's kind of interesting that the U.S. government wants people from outer space to know when the dam was completed. All right. Yeah. Well, the thing is you guys, as they say, Hoover Dam can last up to 10,000 years after we're gone. But really what's going to happen is once the systems and everything actually break down, it lasts. So ladies and gentlemen, just to give you a heads up, this is the town of Kingman. This and the town that we're going to, Sligman, are the two towns that were part of the inspiration for the movie Cars. This is actually was pretty much the main pit stop on Route 66, the very famous Route 66, which pretty much was the only highway that took people from the east side of the country to the west side of the country. Back in the day before interstates and major highways became something popular. So it's gonna be, we're just gonna drive right through. We're not gonna stop here, you guys, but I just thought you'd like to know.
Javier, do you have a gift shop here or?
To be honest with you guys, they may have some things in here. I haven't actually checked out the other side, but over here, you can go over there, check out those things.
Okay,
but
cool.
not too much gift shops over here.
Okay, thank you. Wala pa mga sasakyan, mga kaibigan. Nababasa mo ba yan? Ito na.
Tama na dito. Dapat doon tayo sa dito tayo kasi. Dito.
Ma,
Kanina kasi
dito
may
na.
gusto pa mag-ano. Wala.
Saan? Teka, pa-picture tayo doon. Dito. Gamitin mo yun.
Saan?
Sige. Background. Pag-iran tayo. Wala naman. Yun dyan. Lasing naman eh. Akang ganyan. Ikot tayo. Yan. Bilis. 10 seconds. Oh. Okay, Malo. Malo, tingin ka. Hello. Arizona po. Tayo. Kaso wala masyado makikita pala rito. Okay. Pila na tayo. Gusto mo kami na lang, Lisa, tayong dalawa lang kumuha.
She kicked out of her private school because she went to go film that movie. Robin Williams took it upon himself to write a handwritten letter to the principal to ask them to please understand that one of the greatest things you can do is give kids the ability to be in part of the arts, to give them that opportunity. That's one of the quintessential parts of learning. They never accepted her back, but she kept that letter to the day she died. Or excuse me, I should say she died, but she will keep it until you know. No, but it is something that makes me love Robin Williams very much. He was actually a great influence in my life. I wanted to be an entertainer. It's all about trying to make people happy when you feel, even when you feel sad, you try to make people happy around you. That's your goal, that's your purpose in life. It's a great purpose. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start this next movie, and you guys take pictures. Look, right there, look at all the elk and all that stuff down there. Yeah, next time look faster. No, just joking. No, you guys, we're gonna start seeing a lot more animal life. Like I said, you may see what is called the mule deer. Once we get closer to the canyon, the mule deer basically has antlers, but it also has long donkey-like ears. Okay. Now the elk are much bigger, a little bit more fatter. Their fur's a little thicker. You can see it also on their horns. It's kind of interesting, but I will make sure to point out the difference when we get there. And of course, we have this little bit of winter wonderland. As we get closer to the canyon, there may be some more snow, so don't forget to take pictures and enjoy the view, you guys. But I am going to go ahead and start the video. And is everybody okay so far? Give me a thumbs up if you're doing good. All right. Cool. Anybody get sick from their sandwich? No? All right, good. Oh, yeah. It ain't my fault. That's all I can say. Care of Lilo Slickman. No.